This is Enshrouded's craziest update by far. They added fully interactable water in a voxel-based world where you can terraform whatever you want. If you haven't tried it, this game combines survival, base building, souls-like combat, gliding, even co-op, all in a beautiful open world. This update lets you fish, find underwater secrets with loot, it rebalances combat, adds a new weapon type, and there are even capybaras in the game now. So, without further ado, this is Veilwater Basin, the new water biome. It's a huge jungle with lakes and sandy beaches. The first thing I came across was River Reach, and the moment I arrived, I was ambushed. I had to fight a few scavengers around the place. Moving forward, I came across a waterfall. The interesting thing about water in this update is that it's physics-based. You can fully interact with it. I will do some experiments later. For now, I took a dive into the pool below. Further on, I found a wooden floodgate. I could use it to block the flow of water. It was fully dynamic. From there, I glided down to Dragon Dream Lake. Right nearby, I discovered Old Captain's Rest. This was my first encounter with the new faction, the Drakk, lizard-like creatures, and this area was full of them. After getting rid of the reptiles, I took a quick nap on a bedroll to rest. For the first quest in this area, I needed to search for a soul to guide me. Following the quest marker, I swam towards a ruined settlement, Driftwood Wake, filled with enemies. Inside one of the buildings, I found the captain's last note. It said I could find him across the lake, at Old Captain's Rest, the place I just left. So, I swam back, but on the way, I kept getting distracted, diving underwater. You can find stuff like shipwrecks and loot buried in the bottom. The bad thing was, I only had about 30 seconds of oxygen, but food, buffs, and equipment could increase that. When I arrived at the place, I finally found the captain's skeleton. I interacted with it and obtained his soul, unlocking the recipe for a fish trophy board. I summoned the captain and checked what he could craft. I would be able to make a diving helmet, which would increase my oxygen capacity by 60. But for that, I would need some new resources. The captain also had new quests, one called Vengeance, where he asked me to challenge the Drakk's leader by defeating 25 of them to prove myself. The second quest was a nice day for fishing. I needed to collect frogs and bring them back to make an excellent fishing rod. I tried making a simple rod first, but when I attempted to fish, I lacked the bait, which meant I needed frogs. So I set off into the jungle, killing more Drakk along the way. At one point, I discovered a gateway outpost where water flowed through a broken gate. Going deeper, I found the path was locked, so I had to go all the way around to get inside the fortress. There, I found more of those lizards. The interesting thing was that the room had a pool of water. One of them was standing in the water and became vulnerable to my ice spells because of that, which I found really cool. After the fight, I dove inside myself and found a passage that led me to a hidden chest with legendary loot. Eventually, I came back near the same broken gate I saw before. With that done, I went deeper into the jungle, torch in hand, fending off shrouded creatures in the dark. Finally, I found some frogs and brought them back to the fisherman. He rewarded me with the recipe for the excellent fishing rod. To craft it, I had to find tropical wood, gold dust, and gold coins. That was my next goal. Back at the lake, I tried fishing with my simple rod. I cast the line and waited for the fish to bite. The minigame consisted of moving the joystick in the opposite direction of the fish to drain its stamina before the line breaks. I managed to catch the first one, a lake hopper, although it was a common fish. With a better rod, I'd be able to catch higher tier ones. Next, I swam underwater trying to find gold. I needed it to make the new upgraded rod. After swimming around for a while and collecting some random materials, I finally found gold ore and mined as much as I could. Back at the furnace, I put the gold ore with coal to make gold bars. For the last step in the process, I needed to find a new crafting station. To do so, I had to break through some rubble in River Reach. Behind it, I found some machinery, but I couldn't interact with it while it was spinning. I needed to stop the water flow above, so I returned to the floodgates I found earlier. After blocking the water, I was able to collect the improved millstone. With this, the alchemist NPC would let me craft a mill, but to power the mill, I needed a small water wheel. And for that, I needed tropical wood, a new resource exclusive to the new region. I chopped down a few trees in the jungle and gathered the wood. Then I made the wheel. To make it work, I needed water dispensers, which could be crafted at the workbench using iron bars. First, I made some sort of stone structure. To be able to place the dispenser on top, this releases infinite water wherever you place it. It's amazing. I experimented a bit, made a small stone enclosing to basically create a pool. The water started to build up to the point that it overflowed and I was able to swim in it. To control the flow, I tried another new item, drains. I placed one under the pool, but it wasn't enough. So I began setting up several of them, and that changed a lot. Depending on how many I used, I could control the amount of water. Once the setup was done, I put up the wheel. The water pushed it, generating power. With that, I was finally able to place the mill and use it to turn gold bars into dust. The last material I needed was gold coins, so I went searching. I entered a Drak temple, and inside I dove into the water and found a treasure chest surrounded with gold coins. The problem was that I didn't have much oxygen, so I had to grab coins, swim up, breathe, and go down again, little by little. Once that was done, I finally was able to craft the excellent fishing rod. This one gave me more fishing endurance and strength. Thanks to it, I was able to catch a rare fish, crimson back. I also cooked it at the seafood grill. I spoke again with the captain. He said I now had everything required to catch my first epic fish. A new marker appeared on my map, showing the fishing island. I headed there. It was a tiny island with a wooden pier. I tried my best, but I wasn't able to catch any epic fish, and eventually I used up all my bait. Curious, I went underwater to explore a bit and found a hidden passage. Some tunnels led me to a chest with loot, but I got too greedy and ran out of oxygen, drowning in the end. There are a few more things I want to showcase from the update. First, the potable water pump. You can fill it at the lake, for example, and then go anywhere and pour it manually. I used it to fill this stone structure, making a pool without needing a water dispenser. Pretty good. Another thing, if you place a flame altar next to some water, you can choose the option remove water. It literally deletes all the liquid in the area. It's insane. It looks completely surreal. It's temporary though. The water goes back to normal after a while. I even tried swimming during this. It's super trippy. Looking at it from above, under it, it was really captivating. The fact that you can interact with the system like this is crazy. Next, I wanted to make an underwater build. Be warned, I'm awful at building, so this is what I was able to come up with. A small room with a door. I liked it. The only problem was that the water got inside when I opened the door. But you could mine a tunnel and actually make a way to enter from the island if you wanted to. You can terraform however you want. Another really fun thing is that you can place drains at the bottom of a lake, as long as it's inside your building zone. And when you do, this happens. It's like a whirlpool. The drain sucks the water down, and the more drains I placed, the deeper the vortex went. It was really fun messing with the system. I basically carved a huge water hole in the lake. The update also adds tons of new quests, but I leave that to you to discover. The last new thing I wanted to show you is this. Capybaras. They added capybaras to the game, and they are fully tameable. There's even a quest related to them if you talk to the farmer. Honestly, 10 out of 10. Best update ever. There are even babies. So cute. The update is huge. There's a lot more that I didn't even mention. For example, there's a new weapon type, great swords. Yeah, you can use great swords now. There are also quality of life improvements, things like increased item stack sizes and combat rebalance. The developers are doing an incredible job, and it really shows. So make sure to download the game and check the link in the description. Thank you to Enshrouded for sponsoring this video, and thank you for watching.